Alright guys, jumping right back into League for Megawixer rename card and victory. I feel like I shouldn't even mention the other prizes. We got the Luca Goers versus the Kilka Beasts. We are taking on the Luca Goers, and the Psyches taking on the Ronso Fangs. The reason I'm so disrespectful to Megawixer and such is the save I'm on right now is only for Blitzball, so I cheated and I gave myself like a billion gil. So any other prize besides the actual like tech find or a technique is utterly useless to me. I don't need to pay for contracts. I don't need any of that. It's funny because it's actually quite a big difference. In my earliest journeys, you'll see like the Luca Goers and Ronso Fangs. I'll talk about like the gil and like having to pay for contracts, because I did that on the PS3 and I didn't save edit because I was doing this fun little like side thing where I was trying to become overpowered like on the Me on High Road. So I already did that and I completed that, and now we're we're good. But yeah, you got Eager with the ball here. We're gonna go for the shot. See if we can do it. It's a little bit risky. I probably shouldn't have actually gone for the shot. This is bad. This is a terrible idea. Yeah, it was a terrible idea. I got distracted there. Someone's trying to call me. I don't know who. My phone's across the room. Yeah, we're gonna have Judah. I mean, this is good though because the AI just makes bad decisions. That's But yeah, the main reason we're not doing the Overpowered for like the Psyches and things like that is essentially like with the Psyches, you're on the airship like when you get them. So like it's not like you're overpowered at that point in the story. Like you're kind of just adequately powered to a certain degree. I don't know. It's all good. Like, and I don't know. First, this is actually kind of crazy because I know not everyone's seen the series, but it's a playlist called Final FFX Overpowered. But I completed the sphere grid for a lot of players, for everything that you can complete at the time. So there wasn't really a lot to become overpowered with. The biggest hurdle from completing the sphere grid standpoint is the locks. When you're on the Me on High Road and such, you're not going to get a level 3 lock. You're not going to be able to like farm any sort of level 4 locks. Like they're just not possible to farm. So you kind of just got to make do with whatever you have, and then you just leave a lot of that stuff untouched. Yeah. But yeah, I was able to break the damage limit and everything, which is really exciting. Let me tell you, early storyline Final Fantasy X, when you break the damage limit, it's dumb. Like you just get this like 10-minute cutscene, and then you just like touch something, and then it insta dies, and it's crazy. Seymour will be talking about like like, oh, I need this thing to happen. It's like, nah, man, it's like it's over. It's just curtains, man. Alright. Got Grave here going for the Venom Pass. I'd prefer if he didn't do that, so I'm going to Wither him here. Take the Tackle, because I don't remember who has the Venom. Or the Drain. It was, yeah. Nimrocorn's Drain Tackle too. That's kind of cool. I don't think it's super useful, but the whole idea behind the techniques and everything is we're just trying to learn something. You know what I mean? We're just trying to do something. Like, that's all that really matters. Wither Tackle 2. Oh, but we don't actually retain. So Duram able to steal the ball. We are 2-0 right now, so it's not like we're exceptionally worried. Like we're good. Like we're not gonna see a situation where we're gonna lose the game at all. But it would be nice to just be extra cautious and extra sure with another score. But Valgerda says not today. Able to steal the ball again. And going for the pass. There's enough time to make a goal, but a boost is probably... I was imagining Valgerda should have swam more than before she was encountered. Do something, but I mean, I guess that works too. I don't know. Inherently, this just feels kind of bad. I'm going to let this happen, if I can, just to get Nimrok some experience. Looks like I can let this happen. And it could be actually a goal. Or, you know, Nimrok says no. That's also possible. So it's going to be 2-0 going into the second half. So a little bit of experience for them. Level up for Valgerda. A little bit of experience for us. No level ups, but drain tackle 2 for Nimrok. So at this point, I'm pretty confident that we can just put Nimrok into the field. I don't think this team's equipped to deal with us. They just inherently feel a little bit bad. So let's see what we can do here. I guess there's anti-nap. It doesn't really matter. We are going to just jump right into the second half. So Grave is going to push midfield here. Going to go for the Venom pass. So it should go over Barrick. Which is kind of weird because it feels like now we're at this point where like things are going over Barrick. Like initially that wasn't a thing, but now it is. So maybe we've hit the curve. Maybe I'm speaking way too early probably, but maybe we've hit where like the Bhed Psyches are not going to be as good as we initially plan or what we think they will be, and it's really tough to say because we're calling this way early, but it's something to keep in mind because eventually this team, the Bhed Psyches, they do become fairly average. Just from the stats I pulled from the internet, of course, they become fairly average. Those stats could be wrong, but generally they're not. The only reason I mention that is like one player, Bhed, their stats were wrong, at least from what happened to me. So I have I'm making these like player charts, right? Where it's the whole content of the chart is the player's stats, their picture, their release statement, like what they say when they release and stuff like that. So that's a big like project I'm working on. And I remember I fixed it in, like I fixed the stats for Bhed because like what the internet said was wrong. And it's actually good I did because I didn't initially plan to like go through it myself. I planned to just take the information from the internet, but the information was at bad intervals. So so a lot of the charts online, they show you like every 5 levels to a point and then every 10 levels. Like I prefer to just strictly be like every 10 levels, like, or for me I just prefer every 5 levels all the time. So like every 5 levels, like what is this person doing? So I went through and had to do that manually. It took a bit of time, for sure. Because I didn't like how, I don't know, I did it really weirdly. I feel like I didn't like how Excel displayed the data. And I like how I could do it in Word. So I made like I just wrote it in HTML, like in CSS, like how it's supposed to look. It was kind of interesting. But we'll be going through that with every single player. And that's actually one of the most interesting things to discover as part of this journey, is if these stats are wrong. Like for any players, like it says like, oh, in the end they get 50 endurance, and then it's like, no, they get 60. Like it's not a big difference, but some stats could be a big change, you know? It's just interesting to see what happens at the end of it all. Like, what does everyone's stats really look like? What are they really capable of? And, you know, what are the teams like? I don't know. I feel like at the core of it, like, it's better to verify ourselves. Especially if one player was wrong, they could definitely all be wrong. Like, that wouldn't be unreasonable to assume. Yeah, Grave with the ball. Gonna go for the Venom pass. We get a little bit unfortunate there with the encounter with Nimrok. It's not a big deal, because even if they score, like, the game's, you know, it's 2-0 right now. It's actually impossible for them to score twice, and probably impossible for them to score once now. Because I mean, we're not gonna let go of this ball anytime soon. So pass to Nimruk. Boost can't even touch it from Nimruk to Eager, and that should actually wrap up the game. And ideally, we got some experience for Nimruk, so he should level up or at least get closer and go from there. A little bit of experience for them, level up for Grave. A little bit of experience for us, and a level up for a lot of people. So Eager level 18, more HP attack, pass, shoot. Blappa level 20, more HP endurance, pass, shoot, catch. Nimruk level 15, more HP endurance. Judah level 20, HP attack, pass, shoot, and catch increases. So Glories win against the Beast 4-2, we win against the Goers 2-0, and the Psyches and Fangs tied up 1-1. Not too bad. We are definitely top scorer. Perfect. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and when you come back, we're going to be playing more Blitzball. Till next time.